Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our study of mind rubrics. And our rubric for today is Attitudes Assumes Strange. Right? So let us understand what this rubric means. What is the word meaning of this attitude assumes strange? So, like you can see in this picture, that this man is lying down on the ground to take a picture, which is a very strange attitude, a strange position of clicking a picture. So, this is what this rubric means, that the patient is taking a very strange position towards life, or in general, he is taking a very strange position. So, what does the word meanings of the rubric mean? I have taken two words from this rubric. One is attitude and the other is strange. So first, let us understand attitude. Attitude means when you see a person that they have a very striking or individual style of behavior or state of being. So like, I am always positive. In the most negative situation also, always seeing what is positive, what can be done more, what can we do more. This is an attitude that a person is always positive. Or I am always argumentative, always fighting, always arguing, and getting into fights, abusing. This is argumentative and abusive behavior. Always getting into, repeatedly, this person seems to get into fights. People feel that uh, this person always criticizes, always finds faults in others, always points out mistakes in others. So this is a very critical attitude. This person's attitude is critical, fault finding, always finding mistakes in others. Or like you see this picture, almost ready, always ready to get into a fight. What did you say? Huh? What is wrong with you? What's your problem? This is his attitude. He just wants to get into a fight. He's on the edge. He has a tendency to get into fight. Something goes wrong here and there, he will get into a fight. So attitude means whatever the situation, your tendency is to get angry, your tendency is to then not cooperate, your tendency is to always remain positive, your tendency is to always get into arguments. This is what attitude is. This is your fixed mm, uh, pattern in different situations. That is attitude. And the other word in this rubric is strange. Strange is unusual, unexpected. So you see this picture, this man, he's he seems well educated, he seems elderly, he seems around 40 years old, and he's making such kind of strange actions, and you feel, is he a teenager or a matured man? How can he behave like this? This is unusual for him to behave like this for his age and for his social status. It's not right that he's making such um, actions or taking such postures or having such behavior. This is wrong. This is not right. This is unexpected. This is unusual. You should not get into all this. So that is what strange is. It's not expected of you, and you are doing this unusual, unexpected behavior. That is strange, unusual, unexpected, out of the ordinary behavior. So, this is what we generally see, that a person is always positive or angry or non cooperative or aggressive. This is his attitude or unusual behavior. So, which remedies have this are present in this rubric? There is only one remedy, that is Plumbum Metallicum. Now, till now, what we learned is a very broad meaning of the word, meanings of the rubric, right? Now, what or which aspect of this word meaning is being represented in the remedy is something that we have to search and we have to find, because from where did this come in Plumbum Met? For that, what we should usually do is we should go to our source books and read the provings and the materia medica references to find out from where or how this remedy comes up in this rubric. And when we read it, what we understand is that Plumbum metallicum during the proving shows that the patient has developed a violent delirium, very violent delirium. And in that delirium, the patient screams, yells, shouts, hits, and he's uncontrollable, and he starts behaving in a very strange manner, a very unusual manner, and you don't understand why. So he's screaming, he's yelling, he wants to throw things, he just lifts his the whole bed with his one hand. Very violent, very energetic uh, behavior that you get scared. What is this guy going to do now? He's becoming too violent, too aggressive. What do we do? So what happens is these patients are then tied down. They are tried to confined by putting chains to them, tying them down to the bed, and putting a straight jacket. And this really aggravates them even more. They just are uh, afraid that again tomorrow they I will do something and people will chain me down, people will put me in a straight jacket, and they will restrict me. Just the thought that someone is going to again chain me down, again try to control my violence by chaining me down, this is really very bothersome for me. I cannot take that, and they feel very angry with that. Mhm. And along with that, the main feeling of Plumbum Metallicum is why they become violent or why they are behaving like this is they feel that someone is going to harm them, someone is going to try to kill them, someone is trying to assassinate them, someone is planning, conspiring, and trying to see how to get me out of the way, how to kill me. So that is the mental state of Plumbum Metallicum, fear of being assassinated. Like a politician, big politician, he's going to be killed, he's going to be planned and attacked by his opponents in a way that nobody should know who killed him and why they killed him or how he died. That is assassination. I'm going to be killed. So I have to be very alert and see who is coming from where and why, what they are doing, intense security, etc. So that is why Plumbum Metallicum is said to belong to the sixth row of the periodic table, where in the sixth row you see the theme of responsibility, leadership, king, that I am the king. And now, because Plumbum Met belongs to the right side of the periodic table, the king feels that his position is now going to be lost. He's going to lose his position, and someone else is going to take his position, and he's trying to kill me to get to my position. So I have to safeguard myself, I have to protect myself, I have to hold on to people, I have to latch on to things. Mhm. So Plumbum Met holds on, latches on to things. So like in the delirium, Plumbum Met holds to his wife and does not let her go. He constantly wants his wife to stay with him. Hmm. Or plumbum mate has very intense pains in abdomen, and because of this pain in abdomen, he takes a very strange position of the body where he stretches his legs, stretches his arms, and in a very strange position he lies so that his abdomen feels stretched or elongated. So we all know plumbum mate is for is for colic, abdominal colic, which is better by stretching the legs, especially if you see violent pains. So violence is very important in Plumbum Metallicum. Violent, violent meaning like you saw violence in the mind, no? Like killing, assassination, murder. Similarly, in the body, you will see a syphilitic disease like intussusception, intestinal obstruction, which are syphilitic, which are life-threatening diseases. So there is violent vomiting, projectile vomiting, vomit which falls very mm, uh, far away, and very intense colic where you can actually see the muscles of the stomach contracting, and you very intense pain that the patient screams and yells and shouts with pain, and you nothing seems to ameliorate him, and he just to feel better, to make himself feel little bit better, he will take a very strange position of the body to ameliorate his pain. Or similarly, he will take a very strange position in his mind to ameliorate his fear that someone is going to now kill me, assassinate me. Now I am old, now I am not up to the mark, now my body is going slow, my mind is not functioning properly. So this is a very important remedy for old age degenerative disorders like atherosclerosis, Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis. So it affects the nervous system and it degenerates and destroys the nervous system. It's a syphilitic remedy where you see that the patient feels that now I'm going to lose all my power in the position like a king, and also in the body his intellectual powers are getting lost, his physical body is not working properly, he's developing lower motor neuron disease. Very important symptom of Plumbum Metallicum. Old age people with lower motor neuron disease, where they say that there is numbness of the lower extremities and they cannot stand for very long. There is paralysis of the lower extremities, and the main symptom they will tell you is or complain of is hyperesthesia, that that I cannot touch the legs. If I touch, it's too sensitive. This is very characteristic of Plumbum Metallicum. Hyperesthesia with paralysis of the limbs, undergoing degeneration of the nerves. There is degeneration of the nerves taking place, destruction of the nerves taking place. Along with that, there is hyperesthesia, sensitive to touch, extremely sensitive. It's very sensitive. Please don't come. Please don't touch the legs. It feels very numb and tingling and like this. Hmm? So very important remedy for old age disorders, atherosclerosis, nerve degeneration, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease. Like this, it's very important. And old people who are degenerating in body as well as in mind. So mentally also, very interestingly, George Whittlesey says that mentally also this patient assumes a very strange position. In strange meaning, they feel that now that their challenge or their capacity in life is being lost, they tend to put themselves into a very strange situations where their very position in life is under question. So, for example, he says a very a Christian man gets influenced by Buddhist culture, and he completely leaves that and goes into the Buddhist culture. So there is complete, you know, change from one thought process to another thought process, and this change is causing a lot of disturbance in his life, in his family's life. But they seem to change so much, or they seem to take uh, this strange or make such strange affairs, like he says that a married man tries to get into affair with his wife's sister. Hmm? with his wife's sister. This is a very unusual for someone to do that at such age, who is old, who's been married for 25 years. Why are you getting into an affair at this age? You are 60, 70-year old, and these people are now getting into all such things, which is strange for their age, which is unusual for their age. So this is how Plumbum Metallicum strange positions is seen. Hmm. There are no specific cross references for this rubric that I could find, and this was the main learning from for today: the remedy Plumbum Metallicum and how it is seen, or how we can see this rubric in this remedy. So I hope you learned something today and really benefit, and at least one of your patient gets better with this remedy. Thank you very much. See you all soon. We really look forward for your feedbacks and comments, and what way we can improve or add on in our future videos. Thank you. See you all soon. Bye bye.